In the second numerical, XYZ are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:2. Calculate new profit sharing ratio, sacrificing ratio, gaining ratio in each of the following cases. So here 4 cases are given. First case is if Z acquires 1/5 share from X. So we will first solve the first case. Old ratio of X, Y and Z is given 5:3:2 and Z acquires 1/5 share from X. Z, first case is Z acquires 1/5 share from X. It means X has made some sacrifice, so X new share can be calculated is equal to old share minus sacrifice. His old share is 5/10 and his sacrifice is 1/5. So here the answer is 3/10. So 3/10 is X new share. There is no change in Y's share because he has made no sacrifice. So his share is 3/10. It is given. And Z's new share is equal to old share plus gain because he has acquired some share from X. So his old share is 2/10 plus his gain, which is 1/5 of X. It is gain is 1/5. So his new share is equal to, it is 2 plus 2, that is 4/10. So new profit sharing ratio is 3:3:4. New ratio is equal to 3:3:4 and sacrificing share of X is 1/5 and gain of Z is also 1/5. The gain is always equal to sacrifice. So this is the answer. In the second case, it is given to us if Z acquires 1/5 share equally from X and Y. So second case is if Z acquires 1/5 share equally from X and Y. It means Z acquires from X is equal to 1/5 multiplied by half is equal to 1/10, and Z acquires from Y the same share 1/5 multiplied by 1/2 is equal to 1/10. So now we can calculate the new share of X and Y. New share of X is equal to old share minus sacrifice made by him. Its old share is given to us 5/10 and sacrifice made by him is 1/10. So the answer comes 4/10 is new share. of X. Next is the new share of Y. The same formula. Old share is given to us 3/10 minus sacrifice made by him is 1/10. So here the answer comes 2/10. And Z's new share of Z is equal to old share plus gain. His old share is given 2/10 and his gain is, he gains 1/10 from X and 1/10 from B. So his share is 4/10. New profit sharing ratio is of X, Y and Z is, it is 4, 2 and 4. 4:2:4, and we can also write it 2:1:2. So it is the new profit sharing ratio. And sacrificing ratio, because it is given to us, sacrificing ratio of X and Y is 1:1, as we have already calculated it. It is 1:1. And the gained share of Z is 2/10, or we can say 1/5 share. It is the gain. In the third case, if X and Y decide to share the future profits and losses equally, so here the new profit sharing ratio of X, Y and Z is given. Old ratio of X, Y and Z, old ratio is given 5:3:2, and the new ratio they have decided is 1:1:1. So here the old and new ratio is given to us, and we have to calculate the sacrifice or gain of partners. So X sacrifice is equal to old share minus new share. His old share is 5/10 and new share is 1/3, and the answer is 5/30. It is the sacrifice because answer is in plus. So next is Y. Old share of Y is given 3/10 and new share is 1/3. So here 30. Here the answer is in minus, so it will be the gain of Y. Next is Z. Z's old share is 2/10 minus his new share 1/3. So here the answer comes also in minus 4/30. So it will be the gain of Z. Last case, fourth case is if Z acquires 1/5 share of X and 1/6 share of Y. if Z acquires 1/5 share of X and 1/6 share of Y, so here we can calculate the sacrifice made by X. Sacrifice by X will be his whole share, which is given to us 5/10, and his sacrifice is 1/5 of his share. So here his sacrifice is 1/10, and sacrifice by Y is equal to his share multiplied by sacrifice made by him. It is given 1/6. So 1/20 is the sacrifice made by X. Sacrifice made by both the partners will become the gain of Z. So here 1/10 plus 1/20 is equal to 3/20. So it is the gain of Z. So gain of any partner should always be equal to the sacrifice made by other partners. It should be remembered. Now new share can be calculated. New share of X is equal to old share minus his sacrifice. His old share is 5/10 and sacrifice made by him is 1/10. So here the answer is 4/10 is new share. Next is the new share of Y. Same formula. Old share is given 3/10 and sacrifice is 1/20. So here we can take the LCM and it will come 5/20. It is the new share of Y. And new share of Z is equal to, because he has acquired the share, so old share plus gain. His old share is 2/10 and his gain we have calculated is 3/20. So the answer is 7/20 is the new share of Z. So here the new profit sharing ratio is 4. It can also be multiplied with 2 because the denominator should be same. 20 should be the denominator, so it is 8/20. New ratio, new profit sharing ratio of X, Y and Z is equal to 8:5:7, and sacrificing ratio of X and Y is sacrifice made by them. It can also be converted, multiplied by 2 to have the same denominator. So it is 2/20 and 1/20. So the ratio is 2:1, and the gain of Z is equal to 3/20.